Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about one of the greatest illusions ever sold to us. The idea that if someone truly loves you, they will ignore you. That silence, that distance, that inconsistency, somehow we've been taught to believe it's a sign of love rather than indifference. But let's strip away the fantasy and face the truth. Love is not a riddle you have to decode. Love is not a maze where you have to lose yourself to prove your worth. And love is certainly not found in unanswered messages, lukewarm efforts, and someone who treats you like an afterthought. Love is not meant to be a puzzle, a mystery that leaves you restless at night, trying to piece together fragments of someone's affection. If someone truly loves you, you won't find yourself lost in a maze of unanswered questions, overanalyzing silence or justifying their absence. Love is not about uncertainty. It is about clarity, about feeling safe, about knowing where you stand without having to ask. Yet somewhere along the way, we were taught that love is complicated, that if someone ignores you, they must be protecting you from their overwhelming emotions, that distance is their way of testing your patience, and inconsistency is proof of deep, untold affection. Why should love be something you have to decode? Why should the person who claims to care for you make you feel invisible? The truth is, when someone values you, they don't leave room for doubt. They don't make you question their intentions or wonder if they are thinking about you. Love is not an escape act. It's a presence. It is effort. It is choosing you every single day, not just when it's convenient. Imagine this: if you had something precious in your hands, would you neglect it? Would you set it aside, ignore it, and expect it to stay? No, you would nurture it, protect it, and let it know its value. Love works the same way. When someone sees your worth, they won't make you feel like an afterthought. They won't disappear and expect you to hold on, waiting for the day they decide you matter. You were not put on this earth to convince someone to care. You were not meant to beg for attention or chase after someone's half-hearted affection. Love does not demand that you lose yourself in proving your worth. It simply shows up effortlessly, naturally, without force. So if someone ignores you, let them. But don't mistake their silence for love. Love is loud in its presence, unwavering in its commitment, and undeniable in its actions. And the day you stop waiting for someone to see your worth is the day you truly begin to live. Because real love that is meant for you, will never leave you wondering if it exists. If someone truly loves you, they will not ignore you. Love is not found in silence, in missed calls, or in the ache of waiting for a message that never comes. Love is not a disappearing act, a game of hide and seek where you're left searching for crumbs of attention. Yet, so many of us have been conditioned to believe that being ignored is a sign of something deeper, something profound. We tell ourselves that maybe they're struggling, maybe they're afraid of their emotions, maybe they just need time. But let's stop making excuses for behavior that leaves us feeling unseen, unheard, and unimportant. When someone ignores you, it is not love, it is avoidance. It is them prioritizing something else over you. And it is not your job to decode their silence, to fill in the blanks, or to shrink yourself to fit into the small spaces they allow you to exist in. Love does not thrive in absence. It grows in presence, in effort, in the simple but powerful act of showing up. If love were meant to be proven through distance, then pain would be a prerequisite for happiness. But it's not. Love is not about suffering in the hope that one day they will realize your worth. You do not have to break yourself into pieces just so someone else can finally see you whole. If they truly cared, they wouldn't leave you questioning. If they truly loved you, they wouldn't make you feel like an option while you treat them like a priority. You are not asking for too much when you want consistency. You are not demanding the impossible when you want someone to acknowledge your presence, to cherish your existence, to make you feel valued. And you should never have to convince someone to give you the bare minimum. So if someone is ignoring you, let that be all the answer you need. Let it be the closure you were looking for. Because love, real love, is never silent when it matters. It does not walk away when things get tough. It does not choose convenience over connection. The person who truly loves you will never make you doubt whether they do. And the moment you stop waiting for someone to see your worth is the moment you step into the love that was meant for you all along, the love you give to yourself. Love is not a fleeting moment of passion or a temporary rush of emotions. It is a choice, an intention, a decision made every single day. When someone truly loves you, they don't leave you in the dark wondering where you stand. They don't treat your presence as optional or your feelings as insignificant. Love is not about grand gestures once in a while to keep you hanging on. It is about the consistency of small efforts that make you feel safe, valued, and cherished. When someone values you, they show up not just in words, but in actions, in presence, in the way they make you feel without you having to ask for it. They won't make excuses, they won't disappear when it's inconvenient, and they won't leave you second guessing their intention. Love is not meant to be complicated. If someone truly cares, they won't leave gaps that you have to fill with assumptions. They will be there fully, completely, and without hesitation. Too often we find ourselves justifying someone's absence, believing that maybe they're just too busy or going through something or that they need space. And while life has its challenges, love doesn't vanish in difficulty. The right person doesn't let you feel alone in the relationship. The right person does not put you in a position where you have to question your worth because of their lack of effort. You deserve a love that is clear, not confusing. A love that speaks loudly, not in whispers or mixed signals. The truth is, when someone values you, they will make time for you. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Because love is not a burden, it's a privilege. It's a choice that someone makes every day when they decide to be present, to make you feel seen, to remind you that you matter. You don't have to chase after real love. You don't have to earn someone's attention or prove that you are worthy of being prioritized. When someone genuinely loves you, their actions will say it before their words ever do. They will not ignore you and expect you to feel loved at the same time. Love and neglect cannot coexist. So if someone is making you feel invisible, don't hold on to the illusion that their love is hidden beneath their silence. Real love shows up, stays, and never leaves you wondering. Somewhere along the way, we were taught that love and pain go hand in hand, that the more you suffer, the deeper the love must be. That if you have to fight for someone's attention, prove your worth, or endure their silence, it means they must feel something profound for you. But this is the greatest lie we've ever believed. Love is not meant to be a battlefield where you bleed for someone's validation. Love is not supposed to be a story of endurance where you measure its strength by how much pain you can tolerate. Yet we romanticize the chase. We tell ourselves that if they are ignoring us, it's because they are afraid of how much they feel. That their silence is a test of patience, that their inconsistency is proof of a heart too overwhelmed to act. But let's call it what it is. When someone truly cares, they do not put you in a position where you have to question their feelings. Love does not disguise itself as indifference. Love does not make you feel invisible. Think about it. Why should love be something you have to suffer for? Why should you have to beg for attention, wait for messages that never come, or convince yourself that their absence is actually a sign of devotion? Love is not found in someone's ability to ignore you and still expect you to stay. Love is not proven through silence, distance, or the pain of waiting. The moment you stop romanticizing pain is the moment you set yourself free. The moment you stop believing that love must hurt in order to be real, you will start to recognize the love that is actually meant for you. Love should feel like home, not a war zone. It should bring you peace, not anxiety. It should make you feel cherished, not forgotten. You were never meant to prove your worth through your suffering. You do not need to endure neglect to be deserving of love. The right love, the kind that fills your soul instead of emptying it, will never require you to question if you are enough. It will remind you that you always were. Love is not meant to be hidden, uncertain, or something you have to search for in the shadows. It is not a secret that needs to be unraveled or a mystery that keeps you second guessing. When someone truly loves you, their actions will speak before their words, and their presence will be constant, not occasional. Love does not play games. Love does not leave you questioning, and love does not disguise itself as absent. Yet, we have been conditioned to believe that if someone is pulling away, it's because their feelings are too strong. That if they are ignoring us, it must be because they are afraid of how much they care. But let's be honest. Love does not hide. Love does not choose silence when words are needed. Love does not disappear when things get difficult. If someone truly values you, they will not place you in a position where you have to wonder if they do. We often chase after people who keep us guessing, believing that the thrill of uncertainty means the connection is deeper. But love is not supposed to be a roller coaster of highs and lows, where one moment you feel cherished and the next you feel forgotten. Real love is steady, reassuring, and intentional. It is not a flickering flame that disappears when the wind blows. It stands firm even when things get tough. If someone hides their love behind distance, excuses, or mixed signals, it is not love, it is avoidance. Love does not run away, it runs toward you. Love does not make you beg for attention, it offers it freely. Love does not leave you feeling small, it makes you feel seen, valued, and appreciated. You deserve something real, something that does not require you to guess, chase, or prove your worth. And when you finally stop believing in the illusion that love hides in the shadows, you will open yourself to the kind of love that stands in the light, proud, clear, and unwavering, the kind of love that doesn't make you wonder if it exists. When someone ignores you, it is not love, it is a choice to prioritize something else over you, a choice to be absent instead of present, a choice to leave you questioning instead of reassuring you with certainty. Love is not found in mixed signals, in half-hearted efforts, or in moments of attention that come and go like the wind. Love is intentional. Love is a decision made in the small, everyday moments, not just in grand gestures, not just in words, but in the way someone chooses to show up for you, yet we often try to justify the silence. We tell ourselves they must be busy, they must be struggling, they must need time. And maybe they do, but someone who truly values you will make it clear that their distance has nothing to do with how much they care. Someone who genuinely loves you will never allow you to feel forgotten, no matter what they are going through, because love, real love, does not vanish in difficulty. It does not disappear when life gets complicated. It does not need space to figure out how it feels about you. Love, even in its most uncertain moments, still chooses to stay. The truth is, when someone ignores you, they're showing you exactly where you stand in their life. And as painful as it may be, sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to accept that truth rather than fight it. Stop chasing explanations. Stop waiting for them to see your worth. Stop making excuses for someone who has already shown you who they are. You are not an option. You are not a placeholder for when they are ready to love you properly. You deserve to be chosen every single day without hesitation, without conditions. And when you finally decide that you will no longer accept anything less, you will stop waiting for someone to notice you, and instead you will find someone who never makes you feel invisible in the first place. Love should never feel like a battle where you have to fight for someone's attention, beg for their time, or prove that you are worthy of being prioritized. When someone truly loves you, their presence will be felt not just in words, but in consistent action. You won't have to wonder if you matter to them, because love is not meant to be a guessing game. It is meant to be clear, intentional, and unwavering. Yet too often we fall into the trap of believing that if we just try harder, wait longer, or prove ourselves more, we will finally earn the love we crave. We convince ourselves that if we are patient enough, if we hold on through the silence, they will one day wake up and realize our worth. But love is not something you have to earn. Love is not a reward for persistence. Love flows naturally where it is meant to be. And if someone truly wants you in their life, they will never put you in a position where you feel like you have to compete for their attention. Think about it. If you had something precious, would you ignore it? Would you push it away, neglect it, and expect it to still be there when you decide you are finally ready? No, when you truly value something, you care for it, you cherish it, and you make sure it knows its worth. The same applies to love. If someone is constantly making you feel like you have to chase after them, if they only give you attention when it's convenient for them, then they are not loving you. They are keeping you as an option, and you were never meant to be an option. The hardest truth to accept is that the love you deserve will never be something you have to convince someone to give you. The right person will not make you feel invisible. They will not ignore you while expecting you to wait. They will choose you fully and wholeheartedly, not just when it suits them, but because they know your worth and would never risk losing you. So stop waiting. Stop hoping that silence is a secret language of love. Stop believing that love is found in the chase. The love that is truly meant for you will never require you to run after it. It will meet you where you are, with open arms, without hesitation, without games, without doubt. And the moment you stop fighting for someone's attention, is the moment you will find the love that fights for you instead. Love should not leave you feeling confused, anxious, or uncertain about where you stand. It should not be a puzzle that you constantly have to solve, trying to piece together moments of warmth in between long stretches of silence. When someone truly loves you, their presence is clear, their feelings are evident, and their actions remove doubt instead of creating it. Love is not about keeping you guessing, it is about making you feel safe. Yet we often find ourselves trapped in situations where we justify confusion as part of love. We tell ourselves that if they ignore us today, maybe tomorrow will be different. If they pull away now, maybe they will come back stronger. We analyze their mixed signals, searching for hidden meanings in their silence. But love is not a code to be cracked. If someone truly cares about you, they will never make you question whether they do. The truth is, uncertainty is a choice. If someone is leaving you confused, it's not because they love you too much. It's because they are not choosing you fully. And love that is uncertain is not love at all. Real love does not make you feel like you are constantly walking on a tightrope, waiting for reassurance that should have been given freely. It does not make you overthink every interaction, wondering if you said the right thing or did enough to keep their interest. Love does not leave you in a state of emotional limbo, hoping for clarity that never comes. You deserve love that is clear, a love that does not play with your heart or test your patience, a love that does not come in waves, pulling you close, only to push you away again. The right person will never put you in a position where you have to question your worth. They will not leave you hanging, waiting for the moment they decide you matter. They will make it known, not through words alone, but through the way they show up, the way they prioritize you, the way they make you feel like home. If you are constantly left wondering, that is your answer. If someone truly values you, they will make sure you know it, and if they don't, they are not the one for you. Let go of the love that confuses you and open yourself to the love that gives you peace. Because the right love, the love that is meant for you, will never make you question if it exists. It will be there, steady, unwavering, and undeniable. Love is not found in someone's ability to ignore you and still expect you to stay. It is not about testing your patience, pushing your limits, or making you wait for a love that should already be present. When someone truly loves you, they do not create distance as a way to prove it. Love is not meant to be an endurance test where the person who waits the longest wins. Real love does not ask you to suffer in silence, hoping that one day they will finally see your worth. Yet, so many of us hold on to the idea that if we stay a little longer, if we prove our loyalty, if we endure the loneliness, they will finally realize how much we mean to them. But love should not be something you have to prove. It should not be something you have to earn through waiting. If someone is ignoring you, it is not because they love you too much. It is because they're choosing not to prioritize you. And love, real love, is always a choice. A choice to show up, a choice to communicate, a choice to be present even when things are difficult. Think about it. If someone truly cherishes you, would they make you feel invisible? Would they risk losing you by ignoring you? Would they choose absence when love is about presence? The person who truly values you will never allow you to feel like an afterthought. They will never leave you questioning whether you matter to them. Because love is not about words spoken in fleeting moments. It is about consistency in action. You deserve someone who chooses you, not just when it's easy, not just when it's convenient, but every single day. You deserve love that does not play mind games, that does not make you feel small, that does not make you chase after clarity. The love that is right for you will never ask you to wait in pain. It will meet you where you are, with open arms, with certainty, with a kind of presence that never leaves you wondering. So stop waiting for someone who has already shown you where you stand in their life. Stop believing that love is something you have to beg for. When someone truly loves you, they will never make you doubt it. And when you finally choose yourself, you will no longer have to wait for someone else to choose you. Love is not about making you feel unimportant. It is not about keeping you on the sidelines, waiting for a moment of attention that may never come. When someone truly loves you, they do not ignore you. They do not create distance where closeness should be. They do not make you question your worth by choosing silence instead of presence. Love is about showing up, even when life gets messy, even when things are complicated, even when it's not convenient. Because love in its purest form is a commitment, one that does not waver, disappear, or come with conditions. Yet how often do we find ourselves holding on to someone who continuously makes us feel unseen? How often do we convince ourselves that their absence is temporary, that their silence is just a phase, that their lack of effort is not a reflection of their feelings? We make excuses telling ourselves they are just going through something, that they need time, that they will come back when they are ready. But the hard truth is, if someone truly values you, they will not risk making you feel like you don't matter. Love does not work on a schedule. Love does not put you on hold until it is convenient. Love does not ignore you while expecting you to stay. Real love is not found in uncertainty. It does not play with your emotions, making you feel cherished one moment and forgotten the next. It does not leave you with unanswered questions, overanalyzing every interaction, searching for signs that someone truly cares. Love is clear, it is certain, it is consistent, and the right person will make sure you know it. If someone is ignoring you, it is not love, it is a message that they are not willing to give you the effort, time, and respect you deserve. And as painful as it is to accept, sometimes that message is the greatest gift you can receive, because the moment you recognize that you deserve more, you stop settling for less, you stop waiting for someone to treat you right, and you stop walking towards the love that is actually meant for you. You do not have to chase love. You do not have to fight for attention. The love that is truly yours will never leave you feeling ignored. It will never leave you questioning your place in someone's life. The right love will choose you every day without hesitation. And when you finally realize this, you will never again settle for a love that makes you feel invisible. Love should never be something that leaves you feeling like you are standing in the shadows waiting to be noticed. It should never make you feel like you are holding on to something that barely exists. When someone truly loves you, they do not make you feel invisible. They do not make you feel like an afterthought. They do not ignore you while expecting you to remain loyal to their absence. Because real love is not about convenience. It is about commitment, about effort, about choosing someone wholeheartedly and making sure they never have to question their worth. Yet too often we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of waiting for a text that never comes, waiting for a conversation that keeps getting delayed, waiting for them to finally see how much we care. We hold on to moments, brief flashes of attention that make us believe there is something worth fighting for. But love is not found in the moments you have to beg for. Love is found in consistency, in presence, in the certainty that you are wanted, valued, and cherished. If someone truly cares, they will make sure you know it. Not through empty words, but through actions that leave no room for doubt. Think about it. Would you ever ignore something that truly mattered to you? Would you risk losing it by staying silent? Would you push it away and expect it to still be there when you decide you are ready? No. When you love something, you take care of it, you protect it, you show up for it. The same is true in relationships. If someone is constantly ignoring you, making you feel unimportant, and expecting you to keep waiting, they are not choosing you. And if they are not choosing you, then why should you keep choosing them? The hardest lesson in love is understanding that sometimes the person you want the most is the one who is showing you through their actions that they do not deserve you. And the most powerful decision you can make is to stop waiting for them to change. Stop waiting for them to realize your worth. Stop believing that love is found in pain, in longing, in the endless hope that they will finally see you the way you see them. You were never meant to be ignored. You were never meant to feel like an option. The love that is truly meant for you will never require you to question it, chase it, or prove that you are worthy of it. The right love will choose you fully and completely, without hesitation, without distance, without silence. And when you finally understand this, you will never again settle for anything less. Love is not meant to be a battlefield where you are left fighting for someone's attention. It is not a puzzle you have to solve or a test you need to pass. When someone truly loves you, they do not keep you waiting, they do not leave you wondering, and they do not make you feel invisible. Love is about presence, not absence. It is about being seen, valued, and prioritized, not just when it is convenient, not just when they feel like it, but every single day without hesitation. Yet, the hardest lesson in life is understanding that love is not always where you want it to be. Sometimes the person you are holding on to is the very person who is letting you go. Sometimes the love you crave is being withheld, not because you are not enough, but because they were never capable of giving you what you deserve. And that is the moment you must make a choice. Not to keep waiting, not to keep justifying their silence, but to finally choose yourself. There is nothing romantic about suffering for love. There is no strength in enduring neglect and calling it devotion. Real strength is in knowing your worth, in understanding that the right love will never ask you to prove yourself. It will never make you beg for attention. It will never leave you feeling uncertain about your place in someone's life. The love that is meant for you will come with clarity, with certainty, with a deep and unwavering presence that does not disappear when things get hard. You were not made to be ignored. You were not made to shrink yourself in hopes of being seen. You were not made to settle for half-hearted love when you are capable of receiving something whole. The moment you realize this is the moment you step into your true power. The moment you stop chasing, stop waiting, and stop accepting anything less than you deserve is the moment you open the door for the kind of love that will never make you question if it is real. So walk away from the love that leaves you in silence. Walk away from the one who only notices you when you start to leave. Walk away from anything that makes you feel like you are not enough. Because you are, you always have been, and the right person will never let you doubt that.